Hello CS50, my name is Cyrus Attia. I'm based out of New York City in the USA, and my final project is called the Hospital Electronic Health Record, or EHR for short. Clinicians use EHRs to track patient information longitudinally, and so what I did was I created a mock version that's, of course, pretty simplified, but try to convey the general purpose of patient charting in healthcare. So importantly, as I log in to the mock EHR that I've created, I'm logging in from the perspective of a clinician, not a patient. And so that's kind of mirroring how clinicians use these systems in real life. So I already have an account. That's why I can log in instead of going to register first. I've already registered. And once I log in as a clinician, you can see that I have a couple of options for what to put into a patient's chart. So that's what the patient info is, vital signs, then also diagnoses. And the home button will take me back to this basic chart input page at any point. And then I also have a couple of lookup functions. I can look up the full census, which is every patient contained in the EHR. And then I can look up an individual patient by their medical record number, or MRN, which is a unique identifier given to each patient. In real EHRs, it's usually randomly assigned, but I created it such that the clinician can put it in for each patient, and there's checks in place to make sure that each patient is assigned a unique MRN. And then finally, I can do an ICD-10 lookup. So what I did was I referenced actual ICD-10 database. ICD-10 refers to standardized diagnostic codes that associate each potential diagnosis with an ICD. So you can use this to look up different diagnoses and then put them into the patient's chart. So just to give you a quick overview of what I mean by that, I'm going to use the patient lookup function to look up an individual patient. And in this case, I have an MRN of 555-5555. And I already created this patient chart, so you'll see it's just a fake name, but based on the date of birth, it's able to calculate the age, and there's the MRN again. And then also it has a couple of vital signs from different visits, which is realistic. Your vital signs aren't going to stay the same from visit to visit, so it's good to be able to have a chart that includes vital signs from each visit. And then here at the bottom, it's a little cut off, but I have the example of a diagnosis. So this is the ICD-10 that I use the lookup function, and it's a pretty obscure diagnosis, but it's a superficial bite of a part of the neck, so Dracula implications there, and then it includes the code itself, the ICD-10 itself. So yeah, this is my final project. Thanks for a great course.